G'day guys and welcome to Adventuring Powers. In this episode we are exploring South Aussie's Fabulous Flinders Ranges, in particular the Arkaroola Wildlife Sanctuary. Here we tackle epic four-wheel drive tracks, encounter rare wildlife, unique geology and some unbelievable night skies. After all this we head homewards through the old Strzeleki Track, through Camel's Corner and some awesome outback station stays with hot artesian baths. So get comfortable and let's go. After leaving Marie and the Oodnadatta track behind in our dust, we're heading south to Lee Creek. And finally, we can see the Flinders Ranges in the far distance. We stopped in and got some diesel and a pie at the Copley Bakery, and then we were headed east towards Arkaroola. As we got closer to Arkaroola, the terrain was quickly changing and we were getting very excited. Woohoo! We made it into Arkaroola and checking into accommodation. Still trying to open the door, but man, what a spot! Have a look at the view here, guys. All around us is the Gammon Ranges. Woo! This is going to be epic. We're going to be in this place for 3 nights. We just had a chat to the guys running it. There's loads of four-wheel drive tracks to do around here. Loads of walking tracks. But tonight we're just gonna relax because we've had a long day getting here, and we're just pumped to get into this place. Well guys, here we are in beautiful Arkaroola Village. This is the next morning, of course, and man, what a night we had. It was a freezing cold night, down to 0 degrees. We had a fireplace and it was pretty nice inside next to the fire. Had a good dinner, and it's a very late start for us. It's like 10:30 now, which is a very, very late start for us, of course. And now that I've had a chance to see what there is on offer here at Arkaroola Village, it's actually a really cool place. There is lots of four-wheel drive tracks, about 100 kilometers of four-wheel drive tracks set up around here, ranging from very mild to very extreme. And there is lots of walking trails. There is a big telescope, I think that's just there. Big telescope, and you can go in and see a live feed of deep space, which is hopefully going to be us tonight. Maybe depends how early we can get dinner finished, but yeah, for now we're gonna have a bit of a wander around, and we're gonna take one of the four-wheel drive tracks to check out a cave with some Aboriginal art in it, which is right up my alley, so I'm keen for that. So come along, let's get into it. Alright guys, here we go. We've turned off the main road onto the track, and I think this first part of this track is pretty well maintained. It's a pretty common little road to go down. There's a few things to check out, so we'll do that. We'll show you the bit of a track, and yeah, it's going to be a fun day today, I reckon, and a few more fun days coming up ahead. Yeah, we have booked ourselves into a trippy tour. So you sit in the back of an open cut trippy and you go on the Ridgetop tour, which is supposed to have some spectacular views. 4.5 hours of full driving where I'm not full driving, so that will be a bit of a change, and see how I go, if I like that or not. But still very much looking forward to that. That's tomorrow afternoon, but today a bunch of self-guided full drive tracks and checking out some sites around the place. All right, we'll switch back on when we find something interesting to show you guys, eh? The first site we visited along the track was called the Ochre Walls. It is pretty clear why it's called so. It's very easy to see the different layers of the different colours of ochres. Next up, we explored Lively's Find. This is an old mine site. first little bit of serious four-wheel drive bit. A bit of a hill climb. Righto, have a look at this track, hey, should be a good one. Let's go. That was a bit of fun getting up, and now down the other side it's a lot easier, but gonna use the first gear low range and see how she crawls down, and she's doing it really easily, this Triton. I've used the low range, being an automatic I wasn't sure how it'd go, but I've been pretty happy with the low range speed going down descents. Anyways, that was a nice little bit of fun, bit of full driving action. Anyways, onwards and to the next bit. The next site along the track is Welcome Mine. This is an old copper mine, and you can see the remnants of bits of old copper in the green in the rocks around.
What did you find, babe?
These guys are all looking for copper, and I'm finding some wallaby poo.
Ew.
After tasting it, I can confirm it is definitely poo.
Yeah, come on, taste it. I found some copper.
Yeah, we'll stick with the copper.
Had a bit of lunch, went for a little bit of a walk, saw some cave drawings, cave paintings. Very unlike any other of the traditional original cave paintings I have seen. So I don't know if these are, apparently these are only about 200 years old, so I'm not sure if they're indigenous art or just someone drawing on the cave. But we've just taken a right turn and we're going to head down Claude's Pass, about a 20-kilometre four-wheel drive track to Arkaroola Springs. So that should be cool. Check that out, see how we go on the track. But it's getting late in the afternoon now, 2:30, 2 o'clock. So hopefully this is an hour each way, and then get us back to Arkaroola Village for an evening where we can go and feed the rock wallabies and maybe check out the Cosmos thing. We finally made it out to Arkaroola Springs, and despite being so late in the dry season, there was still water there. After a quick visit here, we headed back to Arkaroola Village, where we made it back just in time to check out the daily rock wallaby feeding. Watching these rare yellow-footed rock wallabies for a while, we headed across the road to the Arkaroola Village restaurant. And here we had one of the best restaurant meals we have ever had. Full stop. The next day we had booked ourselves in for Arkaroola Village's signature ridgetop tour. This was a 4.5-hour journey through the 1.6 billion year old rock formations. And it was made all the more special thanks to the expert commentary from our knowledgeable guide. We learnt all about the history of Arkaroola Village, from the ancient history of how these 1.6 billion year old mountains were formed, to the more recent history of how the famous Australian geologist, explorer and environmentalist Reg Spriggs turned this thing from an old sheep station to a wilderness sanctuary, right after he made the first vehicular crossing of the Simpson Desert. With his family in the car, mind you, and we were lucky enough to meet his son, Doug Sprigg, right here at Arkaroola Village. Many have come to Arkaroola Village in search for some ancient and valuable resources, everything from copper and gold to uranium. Along the way on the tour, we stopped in at a couple of awesome little lookouts to check out the epic views, including this one at the end where we got hot drinks and snacks before making our way back to Arkaroola Village. Alright guys, well this is day 3 in Arkaroola Village and we are loving it. We did that ridgetop tour last night. Oh man, that was amazing. Such awesome sceneries, and the guides, just the knowledge they shared with us was amazing. And good to see where LV used to work too. Went all the way up to the top. We could see Beverly Mine, uranium mine. But yeah, just today is a pretty chilled out day. It's already like 11 o'clock and we're just driving around the property, checking out some sites and just enjoying the scenery. Our last day, in fact, here, last full day. Then we'll go tonight, and tomorrow morning we pack up and head for Cameron's Corner. But for today, let's check out what the rest of this property has to offer. Now, there's so much to do here on this property. Check out four-wheel driving tracks, the walking tracks, the astronomy tours, and this and that. You can spend weeks here. So we're probably going to be set to come back here again sometime in the future. But for now, just going to enjoy our last day driving around the property, checking out some sites and tracks, and I just like it for the drive, hey. Anyways, let's get going.
There.
Reckon we should climb that hill?
I reckon we should do some climbing.
Yeah, I reckon Elvin's going to have a go first into the Pajero. It's the most capable four-wheel drive here.
Oh, no.
Absolutely, don't you forget it.
Good job.
Well guys, that is the end of our time here in Arkaroola Village. Man, what an awesome place this has been. Didn't know much about it before getting here, but now that we're here, we've done a bit, I'm definitely going to come back here. There's so many four-wheel drive tracks to do, so many tours to do, and last night we did the Cosmos tour, which is, you sit in the room with a live telescope out the back and it transmits deep space images onto the screen. It is awesome. And the tour guide, the knowledge he shared onto us is amazing. Just mind-blowing when it comes to astrology. I always find it mind-blowing. But actually, we saw Tyler Thompson and this crew here on their outback adventure trip, and they're about to tackle one of the tracks here, which is you actually have to pay for it, and you have to sign a waiver and get keys. So it's like probably the hardest track on the property. But unfortunately, we didn't get time to do that one. But late last night, somebody decided it was a good idea to try and tackle another short little four-wheel drive track, which turned out to be a bit of a fun and challenging track in some places. But yeah, now we definitely got to come back here to Arkaroola. There's a lot more to do for us. There's a lot more hiking, which we never even started doing any of the hikes really. It's a bit too extreme for the kids at the moment. But the adventure is not over yet. Our outback adventure continues. We are gonna try and head out to Cameron's Corner, hoping to make it there today. It's almost 10 o'clock now that we're leaving. Hopefully we're gonna make it there by 5:30, maybe 6 o'clock. See how it goes, see how the roads are like. We haven't had a good road conditions update from anyone because no one's come from that way. People are saying the road to Inaminka is a bit rough, but we'll just have to suck it and see how we go. But anyways, like I said, the adventure's not over. We're going to keep continuing our outback adventure to Cameron's Corner and then onwards to home. But for now, let's just eat some dust and do some miles. There it is, we made it to Cameron's Corner and the flies have followed us too. Oh man, what an epic drive it's been so far. But it's not over yet, we've still got to get another full day of dirt driving before we're back in the blacktop in Queensland. So, gonna go check out Cameron's Corner, see what there is to do around here. Probably not much, but try and escape these flies for now. It was still quite early and the flies were thick, so we decided just to top off our diesel and keep moving from Cameron's Corner. We travelled until nearly sunset and found a nice roadside stop to set up camp for the night.
What are you doing?
Yeah, well, we haven't used the rooftop tent for a couple of days and haven't checked the bolts on it, and I lost a couple. So, compromised bolts. After another beautiful starry night, the next day we finally hit the blacktop. It was another day of chasing miles and dodging cows, but we still managed to have a bit of fun. We stopped in at Thargomindah, and at the information centre, the kids got to have a good break, and they even did some arts and crafts. Alright guys, well, another big day on the road. We left near Cameron Corner this morning. Big day to get to Thargomindah, and now we've come out a little bit further than Thargomindah, 100 k's from Thargomindah, by a little town called Yowah, and this is famous for opal mining. Once again, opal fever has truly stuck with us because we have sought out this place. Come out here, it's about 30 k's of dirt from Thargomindah way to get here, and these Fossicking places set up just like this one, and we're going to give it a bit of a crack for about an hour or so before we're going to continue on to our accommodation tonight, which is going to be at a little station stay not far from here. So we'll do a bit of Fossicking, see what we can find, and then we'll move on to this station, and it's actually got artesian spa pools there. There's artesian spa pools here too at the caravan park and in town, but we've decided not to swim here because we want to stay at this station and have a swim there. So let's get Fossicking first, see what kind of cool opals we can find. After spending a little bit of time noodling for some opals, we moved on to Alroy Camping Grounds. It's situated at Alroy Station, which is a working sheep and cattle station. They have opened up this station for campers by setting up a few large non-powered campsites. They also provide great amenities, an awesome camp kitchen, firewood and waste removal, and of course the main reason why we came here, naturally hot artesian baths. Check this out, it's bloody hot in here.
Burning hot chocolate!
We are burning hot chocolates in this tub apparently, but it is nice. There's cold water tap and there's hot water taps make it to your liking and have a good time. There's only 2 tubs in here. So 1, 2. It's going to be crazy. Anyways, we're going to have a bit of fun here. We finally made it. Where are we again?
Alroy Station Stay.
There we go. We're at Alroy Station Stay.
Arrow Station Stay.
It's good.
Ouch! 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 Ouch!
Anyways, I'm going to enjoy this tub. You don't have to see that, but I'll catch you in a bit. After a relaxing hot bath, we headed back to camp and enjoyed a campfire dinner underneath a chandelier of stars. The next morning was another slow start to the day, letting the kids enjoy the playground and sightseeing around Alroy Station. Wow guys, what an awesome stay we had last night at Alroy Station. $10 per person, kids under 14 are free, so all of our kids were free. And that is a really good price. Yes, it's an unpowered site, but you get really good flushing toilets and hot showers, and of course that artesian hot tub. So the girls made full use out of that again, and they were in it this morning trying to warm up because it was freezing cold. And there's other activities around there to do as well, such as drinking tray, like with the yabbies in the river behind the property, and a heap of other stuff. And there's lots to do around here, like the opal fossicking we did at Yowah yesterday. All in all, I reckon it's a really good price, a really good place to stay. The people there were super friendly. They came around to collect the fees in the night with a trailer full of firewood, and we could take as much as we wanted. We just took just enough to go for a couple of hours, you know, to warm ourselves up before bed. But yeah, really nice place, really nice staff. Highly recommended for that $10 per person. It's really good value. Anyways, today's mission is blacktop, chasing lines. We got like 610 k's to Mooney Crossroads. Maybe that's where we might stay, see how we go for the day. If it's getting too long, we'll pull up short. If it's looking really good, we might go a bit longer. But for now, just a mission to try and get east as far as possible towards home. Probably not a lot for us to do along the way, but if we do find something interesting, we'll show you guys as well. So let's get going, show you some miles.
And the mission wasn't to go home. The mission was to get internet.
Well guys, that was cool. We just stopped at Yowah. There's a little opal shop in there. Man, the guy is so nice. He's got opals scattered all over the ground as well as all over the place you can buy. But the ones on the ground, the kids had free reign to pick up as many as they wanted, and he gave them a little bag, and they've done pretty well to pick up a heap of very cool looking opals. Way better than what we did at the Yowah opal site. And to say thanks, we obviously bought some pieces as well to help him along. But yeah, really nice fella, had a really good chat with him. So if you're passing through Yowah, make sure you stop in and check out the opal store there. I think it was the Yowah Queen opal store or something like that. You would have seen the footage of it by now. But yeah, awesome. Have a chat to him, and if you've got kids, they will love it. Our kids are loving it. They're so excited. But anyways, now we're gonna head onwards to Cunnamulla and so forth. But I forgot to mention earlier that we are actually not going to go straight home. Obviously, we're doing stuff along the way, and one of the main things we are going to do is we're going to go head into Toowoomba, because right now it's spring and the Toowoomba flowers. They have a bit of a flower festival every year during spring, so they should be pumping out some pretty cool looking flowers. So we're going to go and check it out. I think Ashlyn has been hanging out to see one of those for a few years. She's always hounding me to take her, but this time around we're going to go there. But first, we got to do the miles to get there. So let's knuckle down and chew up some miles. Okay guys, so we're driving into Cunnamulla, and there's a big sign saying Cunnamulla Camel Burgers. You have to try one. Okay, sure. So we've come down here to the Cunnamulla coffee shop, and this is where they make it. And it's been a long time since I had a camel burger, and last time I was very impressed. So here it is. Got some salad and stuff on there too. So let's go give it a crack.
Toucan juice. Does it say toucan juice? What did this say?
It's a good burger.
Is it as good as Kings Canyon?
That was a long time ago. Can't really remember it. I remember I really did like it.
Could
It
I
was
have
just
a
as good, for
burger?
sure. Sure. Here, Dawn's gonna have a bite.
Why do you... Just Dad, why do you keep trying to say to eat the poor things? They're poor.
They're not poor
They
things,
don't
they're
have
delicious
money.
things. You want some?
Camel sausages. These are different flavours.
Good.
Have a bite of the
Do you like it better than the Kings Canyon one?
It's different. It has more salad.
Yeah.
This one,
Okay, everybody.
but the meat is yum.
Yeah. You want to try, Jaden?
No, I'm gonna try the chicken.
What do you got?
It's some chicken, spinach, and a
Give it a crack.
It's hot. What is my food?
In front of you.
I'm hot.
Okay. You take it.
Okay. Let's try my. Get off the sticky paper.
Jordan.
I feel like it needs more salt.
Good.
Yum. Oh yeah. Oh, I got it. Oh yeah, that's enough.
That's yum.
Good, eh?
That's
Camel
properly yum,
burger.
isn't it?
First time having camel burger for you, eh?
Yeah.
The pit.
With our bellies full of some delicious burgers, we're back on the road eating up some kilometres. Now, when we're doing really big days like this, for example, 600 kilometres we did this day, we really take the time out to make sure the kids have a good play. Find a good playground, it's a great time to pull over and let them wind down a bit.
A better view of the water.
How's the view?
But you can't catch me. Hey, monster! Yeah! You can't catch me.
Oh, look at the fish. Booska! Gotcha.
Hey, little monster! You can't catch me. You can't catch me. Dad, you can't catch me.
After a good play rest, we were back on the road and we didn't stop until we got to Mooney Crossways where we stayed the night. Now, we've been here numerous times and I always like stopping here. It's quite a quirky old country pub. We enjoyed a nice pub meal and shared some stories around the campsite on what will be our last night on the road together. The next day, we had a relatively short drive from Mooney Crossways to Toowoomba, where my parents had driven up from Brisbane to meet us. Here we enjoyed the sights of the Toowoomba Flower Festival and we even made it onto the local news.
Of the year.
Very excited.
So we came from Harvey Bay, we came the long way around. Well guys, that is it. That is the end of our epic Outback Adventure mini-series. Thank you very much for following along, liking and commenting. We love reading your comments. Hope you really enjoyed this series, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. See ya.